The theme today is stamina. And stamina is how we propel ourselves through the hardest moments. You know, the energy, the action as we came out of the full moon lunar eclipse. Then the moon moved into Aries, which is all about let's go, let's take action. I'm inspired, I'm ready. The moon moves from, oh, that's the wrong card. The moon moves from Aries, which in this deck is protection, into Taurus, which is exaltation. So when the moon moves home to Taurus, that's when we realize kind of like, okay, this concept, this idea, this dream that I want to bring into reality is not going to be an overnight fix. Not usually. We would love if it was a light switch moment, but the light switch moment that we got was the awareness of what needs to be done and also the needs that need to be met. So as we're on this journey, like I was saying, if you are, you know, getting started on a run or a project or something like that, then you get to this part where you might come against your own thinking. You might come against your own stamina comes from being able to talk yourself out of quitting. Stamina comes from the place of being able to cheer yourself on, instead of the part where you want to throw in the towel and quit because you're so upset with yourself. Our emotions can have a cascading effect, but when the moon is in Taurus, we're getting this energy of being able to take things nice and slow. And as any runner will tell you, if you want to run a marathon, you can't sprint right out the gate. You have to kind of keep an easy pace, and if you start to feel like your body just can't do it anymore, see what you can do to modify your pace, slow down a little bit, or if you're feeling good, you know, like jog a little bit, right? It's important to listen to yourself. So that's where we sometimes feel kind of at odds. And so there's some challenging astrology today. Venus forms a challenging angle to Uranus, the planet of change and upheaval. So Venus is, I want to be comfortable. And Uranus is like, well, sorry, darling, change is not usually comfortable. Change involves stepping out of our comfort zones and trying things and having to repeat things and fail and maybe suck at it first, right? So that's the thing. Today is kind of the day where we realize what parts of the change that we want to embody, what parts of that are going to be challenging, uncomfortable, or difficult to get ourselves through. So here's where the most important part comes in, is how do you treat yourself in those moments? If you have an internal dialogue, it's all about developing ways of being like, okay, we got this, we can do this, right? Your survival rate of challenging days is 100% so far. We got this, right? Anything you can do to cheer yourself on. If you don't have an internal dialogue, there are other ways that you can focus in on your body comfort, the comfort and the energy of your feelings. You know, maybe imagining kind of like a white light. If you feel overwhelmed by dark colors or squeezy feelings, then you can imagine lightness. You can imagine a sunflower or a butterfly, right? So we have to trick our brains into cooperating. That's the joke here. We have to trick our brains into cooperating. Stamina is all about getting ourselves through the most challenging moments. 9 of Cups today. 9 of Cups is the wisdom of self-fulfillment. This person has their arms crossed. They're like, yeah, I'm good, I'm done. You know, and anybody who's got their needs met isn't chasing. Anybody who takes responsibility for their feelings is going to have an easier time being at peace or relaxing in every moment. This is a card of wish granted. If you have a wish in your heart, go ahead and make it. This is kind of like blowing the dandelion fluff or finding a 4-leaf clover. Anything you can do to bring yourself into a state of peace is ultimately going to be for your highest good. I remember asking somebody, you know, how do I get to be as peaceful and as wise as you, as was an elder? And they said, just be at peace as much as you can. Try not to, like, you know, overcomplicate things. Just bring the core message, be at peace. Anyway, feel like I'm rambling. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm Erin, I'm QueenBeeTarot. I hope you find ways to bring yourself into a place of stamina and inner peace. Just remember to be nice to yourself, all right? Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.